All right, let's continue with what we were talking about. We said that this length right here is x1 minus x2. This length right here is y1 minus y2, correct? Now, what did we do with this length? Remember what it was before? This one was like 4 and this one was 6, or the other way around, I forget now. Okay, remember, what did we do with that? What did we do with that length? We squared it. And what did we do with the other length? We squared that. So what are we going to do with this? So watch, distance equals, I can't see that very well. Let's make it a little darker. Okay, so distance equals, what's this length right here, this bottom length? It's x1 minus x2. What do we do with it? We square it, right? And then, what's in between? A plus, and then we take the other length, the vertical length. Find that one. How do we find that one? We take y1 minus y2, and we square that. You see it? Just like we did over here. That's the x1 minus x2. This is the y1 minus y2. Look what we did. We stuck in a Pythagorean theorem, which means we square them, we add them up, but that equals d squared. How did I get that squared out of there? Square root. So what's it going to be in this formula? A big old square root. And check it out. Look at this. Whoops. I messed something up. What did I do? I moved it down. Yeah, I cut the window down. I don't know how I did that. Does that move? I don't know. Well, anyway, there it is. It's probably out of the window. Let's write it out right here. It's d equals the square root. Watch, this is how I set it up every single time. I put a parentheses and a squared, plus in between, another parentheses and a squared. What's this distance? This is the horizontal distance. Talk to me. It's x1 minus x2. This is the vertical distance. It's y1 minus y2. And there's your formula right there. That's the distance formula. This is a formula that you have to know, that you have to memorize. You have to know how to do this, okay? Let's do a, we got like a minute or two. Let's do one. Let's make one up. Where do you think this is? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 2. Let's say it's about -4, -2, right? And this one's about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4? Okay. So let's do this. Let's do one really quick. Let's say I gave you -4, -2, and I gave you 4, 4. And you wanted to find the distance between those 2 points. Are you going to draw it out and graph it and do all that stuff? No, you don't have to. Watch what you do. Don't leave yet. Don't leave. Don't pack up. Do not pack up. You should be writing this down. The distance equals this. Look what I do. Parentheses squared plus parentheses squared. What do we put in here? We subtract the x's. What are my x's?
-4
And +4. So it's -4 what? -4. Now we do the y's. What are my y's? -2 minus 4. What's -4 minus 4? It's -8. Okay, but remember we just take the positive. So it's really just 8, isn't it? 8 squared. What's this? -6. But I just take the positive, so it's 6 squared. All right, figure this out. That's 64 and 36. What's 64 and 36? It's 100. But what do I do with it? It's under a square root. What's the square root of 100? It's 10. So what's the distance of that line right there? It's 10. Okay? All right, there you go. If you forget it, then you could always go back on YouTube. I don't know what happened. I kind of scooted everything off of here. Let's try to. All right, we good with that? I got to give you a worksheet. Hang on. Don't leave.